Up here today. Okay, we can go ahead and get started here today. We've been going through the book of 2 Timothy, as you all know if you've been here. We're going to pick back up in chapter 3 this week, and we're going to look at hopefully verses 14 and onward. I don't know how much longer we'll have in this study. I realize this is already the 6th week since I've been up here, so I appreciate your attention and your commitment and participation in the class as we've learned over the last couple of weeks. Hopefully, maybe 3 more weeks. I think chapter 4 is not quite as. We believe all Scripture is inspired. We're going to talk about that today, but at the same time, there are some parts of Scripture that require a little more exegesis or maybe have a little bit more depth to them. And so I think I'll go a little faster through chapter 4. But anyway, with all that being said, let's continue on in our study of chapter 3. Last week we talked about, if you guys remember or were with us, I outlined a sermon from John Piper, and we had 6 different points regarding the nature of evil that Paul gives to Timothy. First was the times of evil, the last days, right? The second was the severity of evil, the savage seasons, the difficulty of the nature of the evil is going to be extreme. The third was the specifics of evil. We looked at that a couple of weeks ago. Those are those characteristics that are listed there in verses 2 through 5, that we are to mark and avoid people who believe or who act in such a manner. Fourth was the creep of evil, the way it subtly creeps into our lives. In most instances, it's not something that happens overnight, but it's something that we allow into our lives, and then over time, we look like a totally different person. Fifth was the limit of evil, and I didn't spend a ton of time on that, but that's just the verse where it talks about, I think it was verse 9, where Paul says that these people, talking about